These uncertain times, sound financial advice, very important.
Sounds like Sacramento could use some. And every Thursday, we are joined live by Steve Peasley, registered investment advisor and president of KPP Financial out of Dana Point. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you. How come California always seems to run out of money?
Even in good times.
Even in good times.
Then we just spend it.
I don't understand that.
That was a big question when the whole recall was going on. I said, forget about Schwarzenegger or the other 150. Is this state governable, period? And I don't know if we've answered that.
I don't think we have. I think it's a tough job, and we seem to keep spending more money, even when the state makes more money.
Yeah, we don't know. That's one of the reforms. He wants a rainy day fund, but we'll get to that down the road. We want to tell individuals how to make some money, even in these bad times.
Well, you know, financially, if you're in the best place to be is the stock market, even though the stock market has gone down sharply since November of last year, there's a point where the stock market will recover. Too much cash is leaving the stock market. There's too much sitting on the sidelines.
Right. I think we've got some 55 years of history that tells us that lesson. And let's take a look at a graphic that points up what you're talking about. Because you have some, at least in the major financial investments, you can go into T-bills, which are short-term, right?
Short-term.
Up to 1 year bonds.
Two years.
And treasuries used to be up to 30. Now they're
it's 10.
Up to 10, 4%.
And
but stocks.
Stocks, 8%. And this is adjusted for inflation.
Okay.
So long-term stocks are where to be. Now, after saying that, I have to say that since 2000, stocks have not been the place to be.
Right.
Because we're still not even recovered to the high that we had. But long-term, stocks are where you want to be. And which stocks should you be in when the recovery comes? Which ones move first? There are certain groups. Technology is a good place to be. Financials is a good place to be. Even though financials must lead us out of this little recession we're having. That's normally. Transportation is a good place to be.
So pick up a GM. Or, we're not giving out individual recommendations,
but I'm thinking,
but these are the ones that are really beaten up. GM, Ford.
Yes.
When you talk
so how far do they have to go up before they're up 30%?
Not much.
Yeah,
what's GM at? $8?
Something like that. Yeah. But maybe railroads might be a better place.
There could be a lot of our viewers watching that may just not have a lot of money to invest right now. What would you suggest that they should do during this time?
Okay, most people do have at work a 401k or an IRA, and young people, I suggest strongly a Roth IRA. But just to get in, they can buy mutual funds. You don't have to have a lot of money to get in, but just dollar cost average. As the market is weak, you keep putting in every paycheck, just a little. Not a lot. You don't have to. This doesn't have to be your whole paycheck. Just a small amount, but do it consistently. 30 years from now, you'll be very wealthy.
Really?
Yes.
We've been talking now prospectively to get in a little ahead of what we hope will be, better growth. Although we had figures, by the way, first release of growth on the economy came out nationally, and we're still growing a little less than 2%. Yeah. But if you wanted right now, there are companies and industries that are what they call defensive plays.
Yes. Companies
that are doing well in industries. Yes. What are those?
Procter & Gamble. Johnson & Johnson.
Still need soap, still need Band-Aids.
Things that people use consistently, yes, that they use regardless of what the recession is doing, or if we're not even in a recession, but a slowing economy. You're still going to use all that stuff. Okay. So those are your defensive stocks. Buy those in this kind of environment.
Very good. Steve Peasley is the president of KPP Financial. You can check out his website. It's at InvestTalk.com. He'll be back next Thursday. And as always, if you have a question for him, email it to us. And that address is news@kdoc.tv. Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, or if there's a topic, too, that you want us to just talk about.
Yeah, good topic. I like it.
I like it when you come in.
Yes.